Tonight we are reigniting our salute to the men and women who have faithfully served our nation.
Each Tuesday, WFXR sports director and U.S. Army veteran Jermaine Farrell is shining a spotlight on other local veterans. In tonight's Veterans Voices, Jermaine sat down with one local man using his words to highlight a story of passion and power in the community.
Barry Brown is a 1988 graduate of Staunton River High School. He was a football and track star for the Golden Eagles, earning a partial track scholarship to Norfolk State. With money options limited for school, he joined the Army, serving from 1994 through 2018, and hasn't looked back.
Being in the military, you meet a lot of friends. It's all about teamwork, selfless service, protecting your country, man. Just doing the right thing.
His military career in the rear view now, and Brown says there were some scary moments, along with the good stuff, including his first deployment the same year he joined up in 1994. He was headed to Haiti for Operation Uphold Democracy, a U.S. military intervention to overthrow a military regime set up after a coup d'etat 3 years earlier.
We do all this training, and before I knew it, we were down in Norfolk on the Eisenhower, and we had Black Hawks on the aircraft carrier, and before you know it, man, we were loading up ammunition and getting ready to go hot. And you talking about scared. I was 23 at the time, and I was scared. And when we landed down in Port-au-Prince, oh man, I was petrified. I didn't even know if I was coming back, but luckily, thank the Lord, everything went the way it's supposed to win.
Life out of the uniform for Brown includes family time, of course, but also a gig at the post office and a passion for writing, something he and his friend Ted Edlick put to action to write a book on longtime ROANOKE coach, Army veteran, and Brown's co-post office worker, Joe Gaither. And once Coach Gaither gave his blessing, Brown got to work interviewing some of his former players.
Some of the stories that Coach was saying, they would tell me other stories. So it took about 2 years, and then when I got my draft together, I submitted my draft to Ted. Ted put his spin on it, and that's what we got, man, the Coach Gaither story.
In Roanoke, for Veterans Voices of the Blue Ridge, Jermaine Farrell, WFXR News.
Now, on top of his writing, Barry wants to work towards becoming a PE teacher and a coach. He's also planning to write a children's book based on his family. And his story is certainly not the last one we will be sharing. Next week, you're going to hear from a familiar name. You just heard that name, Coach Joe Gaither. Yeah, so make sure you're joining us every Tuesday here on First at 10 as Jermaine shares the stories of veterans across the valley. And if you don't worry, if you miss one, you can find one on our website, WFXRTV.com, the next morning. Just click on the Veterans Voices under the Community tab. John?